This is the Orbea Denna. It's the new gravel electric bike from Orbea, and spoiler alert, I really like it. I'm going to talk very positively about it on this video, but I will also tell you what the Gain is better at. The Orbea Gain is the electric bike that Orbea have on the market currently, and it's the gold standard of electric road bikes. They do a gravel version. This is what the Dena is for. It's for really seeing a track and deciding, I want to go up that track, see where it goes. You know that you've got some assistance, so you don't necessarily need to take your heart rate into that red just to get up this track. Because of that, you will go up it, and that's what it's for. I think it sort of invites you to go and discover. It invites you to get off the normal flat roads that you tend to head towards for an easier day and decide to get the Dena out and go up into the hills. I barely saw a car during this whole ride, and that's what I prefer. I like to get out, see some sheep and hear some birds while I'm riding. This is a very powerful bike. It's much more powerful than the Orbea Gain, so it will go up slogs like this one. Right now, I believe the power is off, but you can see me slowing down here. It is a lot steeper than it looks, in my defense. I will turn the power on in a minute. Now, what's really impressive about this bike is the way it delivers the power. Orbea have tuned it so that it has such a smooth feeling. It feels like it's working with you as opposed to taking over, even in the highest setting. So on this bike, factory tuned, they've got 3 settings: eco, medium and high, or I call it boost. Even in the boost, it works with you as opposed to taking over. I've stood up here working with the bike. I put more in, the bike then adds to it. So the bike also ramps up its effort and it feels like you're working with it. That's what I love about it. You can see on this that I've taken it through the woods. I took it through some sharp corners, up some steep climbs, and you'll see some rooty steep climbs in a little while as well. And part of the reason I'm so impressed with this bike is because not only is it one of the best electric road stroke gravel bikes I've ridden, it's one of the best gravel bikes I've ridden altogether. It handles so well, and it's only 13.56 kilos, I think it was, off the top of my head. That's really light for an electric bike, especially one with a 420 watt-hour battery and a powerful Shimano motor. So I turned the power off while I was in those woods, down some of those descents, and it just felt like a very capable, fun bike to ride. So that's definitely to its credit. You'll see on the road sections on this video, the power was hardly on and even when it was on, I was going past the 16 miles per hour UK sort of limit to what it can power you to. You ride straight through that, and then you're not using any battery at all. So it's a very efficient bike. When you're on the road, it runs so smooth and fast. It's a very relaxed riding position, which is partly what makes it so capable in these woods. I didn't mention, I don't think yet, the power settings on the left-hand trigger, because they're electric gears. Your left-hand trigger goes through your power settings, so you don't actually have to take your hand off the bars. Brilliant. I had to get these little fellas in the video because this is exactly what I'm talking about. This is why you go up into the hills instead of staying on the flats where there's all the traffic, etc. So I wanted to also mention gears to you. So this particular bike is the M20i, which gives it electric gears. They have a Shimano huge range rear cassette that you would normally put on a mountain bike. That's so that you can keep your cadence as you want it. So the electric gears, they're also automatic gears, and they're absolutely brilliant. I'm fully used to gears. I don't need them to be electric because I'm fully capable in using them, as I'm sure most of you are. But it's so good. It knows when you're slowing down, because of course the bike's got a speed sensor, or coming to a junction, to a stop, and it changes down even when you're not pedaling. It goes around on its own, changes gear, so that then you are ready to take off from the junction. That is clever. Or even if you're struggling up a hill, it can sense your cadence goes very low, and then it will change it for an easier gear for you. Super clever. Now you can turn it off if you want, but I left it on. I liked it a lot. So when you buy a bike from Mule, either in store or online, we will deliver it to you if you buy it online, and that will be one of us delivering it to you rather than a courier. We'll help you set up the power settings and the gears and everything, and we'll sort you out with the right power for you. So for example, if you are a very light rider, you're certainly not going to need the full power capability, and it might even be a bit much, and we can talk to you about that, about making it more eco or making it more powerful. If you're a heavy rider, you'll want the full 85 newton meters that are available, and we can help you change all that. I think that's an important thing to do, because this bike is so capable, but you've got to have it set up just right for you. I also wanted to touch on range. Now, it's very hard to give you an accurate range that you'll get out of this battery. It's a 420 watt hour, but it depends very much on the terrain that you're on. So this uses a lot more battery when you're going slower and it's really having to torque. If you're on the roads, it's going to go a lot further. If you're light, it's going to go a lot further. If you're heavy, of course, you're going to get less. If you're on eco, you'll get more, and so on. It's very complicated. I can tell you that this was 20 miles of very hilly rides. I used half of the battery. If you would like any more information on this that I've not covered, give us a message or give us a call, and we will be happy to go through it with you.